ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Indiana's offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Grabbed over the middle. It's Darrisaw. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short game. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense picks it up. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden, people...
And it's blocked. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bradfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Using his legs to buy some time. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, they get him on the zone blitz. Defense did a good job disguising that. This quarterback's going to have to dial in a little bit better as this game goes on, Pollock, and make sure he understands exactly what the defense is doing.
100%. Listen, when you can, the more you can do, whether it's zone blitz or simulated pressures, whatever, to give the quarterback different looks. Nice job. Looks like a nice comfy zone. I'm going to have time. No. Linebacker comes flying through the hole, gets to the quarterback, and gets the big sack.
He's got his man. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he...
Snap to the up man, it's a fake. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Indiana!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the handoff. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Bradfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete two-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Makes the catch. It's Bradfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We'll send the tight end in motion. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And his slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so simple.
He's into the open down the middle. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? Valley.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Darrisaw. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw again. Punch it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Cowboys are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Patterson. Across the 25. He's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7th. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Here comes the heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here at